All right, so listen, I'm going to talk about two things today on this Friday, and then I don't think I'll be live on Saturday and Sunday, but we'll see. But I'll definitely be live Monday through Friday, just dropping some tips in here on the CEO mindset until I feel the release, right? And so first thing I want to talk about is unmet expectations. As a CEO, you have to identify and replace unmet expectations. You can't act like it's not happening, because when you join, I'm gonna give you two examples. Say you join a multi-level marketing team, because we have a variety of entrepreneurs in this group. So if you join a multi-level marketing team and somebody sponsors you, and then they promise you that they're going to be there with you, they're going to support you, they're going to train you, they're going to help you, then they get you in the business and then they disappear. That's an unmet expectation, and you can find yourself operating from a place of offense. Another example of that is somebody promised that they're going to support you in business because maybe you've been doing it. Maybe it's something that you were doing free, and it was something that you have a great passion for. And then you have all these people encouraging you to start your business, and they're going to be there. They're going to support you. They're going to refer you. They're going to tell their friends. And guess what happened? You start your business, and then they're nowhere to be found. They're sharing other people's stuff, but they don't even share your stuff, right? And so you can find yourself in a place of offense. And so this leads to those unmet expectations. And so each one of us as a CEO have to identify what those things are, and then you have to replace it. You have to replace it by saying, for instance, if one of the unmet expectations was that you thought your family and friends was going to support your business, but they didn't, you have to replace that thought with, but God has raised up strangers that's ready to support me. You have to believe that the business and the product and the service that you provide, that there is somebody there. They're waiting on you to become that voice. They're waiting on you to share what it is that you have to offer. They're waiting on you to get into position. They're waiting on you because you could be the best kept secret. You could be, because let me tell you, if you're operating in your purpose, I have no doubt in my mind that God has a tribe that's assigned to you, that's waiting on you. And so a lot of times we stay stuck because of unmet expectations in business, and we're constantly trying to get Group A. We're constantly trying to get Group A to support us. We're constantly inboxing Group A. We're constantly tagging Group A, but Group A is not interested. And so what you have to do is you have to go back and seek God about who is it that is your target audience, and then you got to be bold enough to get in front of that audience, right? So like if your audience is businesses and your audience is executives, then you need to also be on the LinkedIn platform, because that's where people go for a professional setting. So you may be paying for ads on a social platform when you should be paying for ads on a professional platform. What I'm saying is a lot of times our unmet expectation keeps us stuck. And the mindset of the CEO says, let me look within me and identify what's causing me frustration, and identify what's causing me to be offended. Let's identify what those things are, and then let's replace them and let's move forward. So unmet expectations, it causes you to hold back. Now, God will send help. He'll send people to help you, to pour into you, but sometimes that help is not convenient. And so you must be willing to be inconvenienced sometimes to take your business and your organization to the next level. Sometimes help doesn't come from where you thought it would come from. Support doesn't come from where you thought it would come from. And so you have to be willing, again, to get comfortable being uncomfortable while you build your business and while you build your brand, because help doesn't always come from where you think it should come from. Eric Thomas says, luck is for leprechauns and you are not green. I love it. We don't operate in luck. You can't build your business on luck. You can't even build your business on hope. You got to get out and you got to do the work. Somebody else could have a silver spoon in their mouth, but if you're willing to show up for your business every day, if you're willing to invest in yourself, if you're willing to grow, if you're willing to be like a sponge and soak up all you can so that you can learn, you will surpass anybody. You can surpass anybody. This is not a competition, but sometimes we get stuck, right? Sometimes we get stuck because we feel like they had an advantage. They may have. But that advantage does not hold you back. You have to take authority over your own personal growth and development so that you can take your business and organization to the next level. You can start with nothing and build the life you want. Listen at this. The bigger the dream, the harder the grind. And now when I say grind, I'm simply talking about work. When I say hustle, I'm simply talking about legit work. I'm talking about showing up. I'm talking about getting up early and staying up late if necessary. You shouldn't have to do that every day, but a lot of times in the beginning, you got to put in a little bit of extra work to create a momentum. And don't get tripped up thinking that you got to have a perfect website and you got to have a sales funnel and you got to have this and you got to have that. You don't have to have any of those things. I can show you just a couple of basic things that you can do using your social media pages and pick up your telephone and you're able to close the deal. So listen, the bigger the dream, the harder the grind. The bigger the dream, the bigger the sacrifice. The bigger the dream, the bigger the investment of time, the investment of energy, and the investment of money. So it depends. You got to look at your dream. And I encourage you all to really just paint a picture. When I coach people, especially when I talk to them for the very first time, I say, if money was not an issue, I want you to paint a picture for me of what your business would look like. I want you to paint a picture for me of your business flourishing. What would it look like? Because when you can see that, you can see where you are now. You can see where you desire to be. And you can see that it's so much bigger than you. If your vision does not make you, if you don't have to have help for your vision, it ain't big enough. Dream big. Yeah, you can do phases. Yeah, I'm doing this by myself right now. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. But at the end, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you should have built something that you can pay somebody to maintain, right? So the bigger the dream, the harder the grind. The bigger the dream, the bigger the sacrifice. The bigger the dream, the bigger the investment of time, energy, and money. And the bigger the dream, the bigger the effort. If you're just showing up for your business one day a week, that's not enough. If you're showing up for your business just on the weekends, that's not enough. You got to give something to your business every day. If you got ministry on Sundays and you got family time on Saturdays, I get it. But Monday through Friday, put it into your regular day. You should be able to find 30 minutes to 1 hour every day that you devote to your business. And then you can take some time one day and schedule posts and things like that. You can pre-record. There are things and tips that you can do to make your business stay in front of people, but you still got a plan for daily engagement, daily interaction, even if you've taken the day off. If you've taken the day off, your business don't take the day off. They don't have to know that you've taken the day off. There are things that you can do to show up every single day. So today's CEO mindset tip is to manage, identify and replace. Don't just manage them. Identify and replace unmet expectations. And the second thing is you got to see how big your dream is and then be willing to do more for it. Do more for it. Not the bare minimum. How much are you willing to do, to give, to sacrifice, to move you forward and to move your vision forward? The bigger the dream, the bigger the grind. I love y'all. Have a great weekend.